Greetings of the day, dear students. Under the Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, we are here to discuss about the topic experiment number 4, Astable multivibrator using IC 555. This comes in the course PCB Design and Fabrication Lab in the program Electronics and Communication Engineering for Semester 5 Diploma students. A warm welcome to all of you to the session. Let us see first the circuit diagram of a stable multivibrator using 555. This is the circuit diagram where I require one 555 IC, two resistors, two capacitors, two 2-pin connectors, one to see output at pin number 3 and another to see output at pin number 2 or 6. Then one VCC, ground and two power flags. These are the requirements. Okay, so now we will see how to create the schematic first. Okay, so on your desktop you click on KiCad. Okay, so then file, okay, new, blank. Okay, so give some name. For example, I am giving the name as AMV33. You give any name. I am giving some name. A stable multivibrator 333. I have given the name. Okay, then say save and say yes. It will be AMV33.pro. It will come. Then I require a editor. You have to click on eSchema. Okay, a schematic editor will come. Say OK. Okay, now place all the components here. From place a component, first I am taking 555 IC. Okay, it is there in linear under the name linear library because it is analog IC. So linear, then say OK. In this you can type LM, okay, 555. So if you type it, search will become quick. Okay, so I have typed a 8-pin IC will come here. Then I require two resistors. Again go here, list all. Resistors are present in device library or device under heading device. In this search for resistor R. Resistor is saved as R, so take it and place it near this here somewhere near pin number 2. Okay, and same one more resistor I require. Copy it. Okay, place it, because you see the circuit diagram, these two are in series. And then again go here, place a component, list all. Then I require two capacitors. Okay, so under device the capacitors are there. It is saved as C. You just see where is that C here, capacitor C. Okay, it is also, you see the circuit diagram, it is also connected in series with these three. Okay, R1, R2 and capacitors are in series, so therefore I am keeping it here. I require one more capacitor. Okay, copy it, C, and this is near pin number 5, so I am placing near pin number 5. Okay, place it. Then I require 2-pin connectors. Okay, so two 2-pin connectors. So again list all, go under the heading CONN. So CONN2 is the 2-pin connector name. You should know this 2-pin connector. You better you connect this near pin number 3. Okay, because it is at pin number connected at pin number 3. And I require one more 2-pin connector. Copy it and place it near pin number 6. I have placed near pin number 6. Okay, this for taking output from pin number 3, and this for taking output from pin number 2 or 6. Then I require VCC and ground. So go here, place a power port. Then here list all. You search for plus 5 volt. This IC will work on plus 5 volt. You search it 5 volt. Then place it as near as possible at pin number 8. I am placing near pin number 8. Okay, and again same list all. Select a ground component for connecting at pin number 1. See here it is ground. Okay, you place it near pin number 1. Okay, this is ground component. Then take power flag. Again list all. Power flag is PWR underscore flag, select it. Okay, one power flag I am placing near this plus 5 volt, and same thing you copy and place it near ground. Okay, I have placed near ground. So almost all components I have taken. Now connect the circuit as per circuit diagram. Please hold the circuit diagram. See, now I am connecting. Place the wire, place a wire, click on here and go on connecting all the wires. Okay, so from pin number 8 VCC it is connected. From power flag it is connected to again VCC. Okay, and from one end of resistor it is going to VCC. You connect it here, double click it. Okay, so then these resistors are connected, then this end of the resistor is connected to capacitor, connected. Then other end of the this ground is connected to pin number 1, connected. Then power flag is connected to ground, that also you have to connect it here. Then from pin number 3 it is connected to this 4 for taking the square wave output, and from pin number 6 it is connected to this for taking the sawtooth wave output, and from pin number 2 and these two which they are going to ground, you connect it to ground. So I have connected to ground, and this is also connected to ground. Okay, then 2 and 6 are shorted, you short them 2 and 6. From 2 I am going here towards 6. This should be connected to pin number 6. Okay, then from 2 to 6 are shorted. Then pin number 5 is connected to this end of the capacitor, and other end of this capacitor is connected to ground. And this end of the capacitor is also connected to ground. Okay, then pin number 4 and 7 are remaining. Pin number 4 is going to VCC. See the circuit diagram, it is going to VCC, so I am connecting at VCC. This is going to VCC, right? Then pin number 7 is going here in between these two resistors. You see the check your circuit diagram. I have connected here. Okay, that is pin number 7 I have connected, right? I hope I have connected all the wires. Okay, no wire is remaining, so all the wires are connected. Now next step is annotation. Okay, save it before annotation, save it, and then annotation. You click on this annotation. Okay, then say okay, then say close. Whether annotation has it will give the name R1, R2, C1, C2. For this IC it will give U1 and all these things. It has given correctly all the things. Okay, so annotation is over. Then test for electrical rule check. Test ERC. Okay, it is showing one error. Let us see where is the error. So this connection has not established correctly. So for pin number 4, so you again take the wire, I deleted. Let us see what happens here. Okay, from here I have to connect it to from pin number 4 I should connect to ground. pin number 8 I have to port to VCC I have connected. Okay, so I think it has been extended, right? No problem. So once again save it. Okay, again go for electrical rule check. Now let us see test TRC. Okay, so that error has been removed, right? So then you go for next, that is net list. It will give some name, same name AMV33. Save it. It will be saving it as .NET automatically internally. Then associate the components. Run for association of footprint. Okay, as I have told you, for capacitor you select C2, for capacitor you select C2, and for connector 2 you have to go for SIL2, SIL2, serial inline connector 2 pin. That is the meaning SIL2. You go, you search where is that SIL2, here it is there, and next also SIL2. Then for register you select R3 or R4. I have selected R3. Then for 555 IC you go for DIP 8. It is 8 pin IC. You search for DIP 8, 300 mm thickness. Okay, so it is here. I am searching for DIP 8 dual inline package 8 pin IC. Here it is, DIP 8 300 underscore ENL. The 300 stands for 300 mm width. Okay, I have see here I have associated all the footprints. Then save this and then come out of this, quit it. Okay, now next step will run PCB new. Now schematic part is over. Now you have to draw the PCB layout. For that you have to click on that, then read the current netlist from this. Okay, read the current netlist. Now your circuit diagram is ready here. You have to bring this. Okay, to bring this here you have to click first on this once and click here, right click, globe move and place, and move all modules, say yes. Okay, your circuit diagram has come here. Now arrangement of all these components. So I will begin with P1 and P2. So therefore this R resistor I am moving, this capacitor also I am moving. Okay, and all this first one by one I will finish the work. Let us see first P1 move. P1 is at pin number 3. So I will take here, and P2 is at pin number 2. Okay, I have first placed this, it is at pin number 2, and then I will place this move. I will take this little bit, I will take below, no problem. Okay, so these are the 2 ports. Okay, so then let us take resistor, this resistor, the 2 resistors. Okay, so let us take, where is this resistor, move. This is at near pin number 4. I have placed near pin number 4, and this another resistor, place M. It is connected like this, and this capacitor, let us see where it is connected. This is connected at this end of the resistor, and this capacitor C, move it, it is near pin number 5. You have to connect near pin number 5. Okay, and this resistor is going at pin number 7. Let us move it near pin number 7, so that less jumble is there. Then this resistor is going at pin number 8. Move this resistor near pin number 8. Okay, it will be better. Then this C1 I will move. Rotate it. Okay. This will be better. And about this C2, will be placing, I think this will be Right. So this is I have placed all the components as best as possible. Okay. You can take this also in same way, no problem. Okay. So now to follow the same convention, I have placed it like this. Right. So now this is, I think for this it will be better if I place like this, that is move here. I am placing the this like this, no problem. Okay, and if I take this this will be better for me. Okay, move it. Okay, so with less number of jumbles you can connect. Now take the tracks. Okay, so start giving the connection for the track. I'll begin with this. You just see wherever straight connections are there, first I will finish that. Then from this will from pin number 3, it will be from pin number 3, and this will be from pin number ground it is there, both are grounded, and this is from pin number 2. So just to go here, you can connect it here. Now this is ground pin, this is ground pin, that is it is going here. You can connect wherever you want to, wherever it is suitable. Okay, this is ground pin I have connected. Then this end of the capacitor is going at pin number 5, and this is already connected. Then here this is going at pin number 6, right, and this is also ground point. Okay, I can connect it here like this. You can give, for example, so this is also over. Now only 2 wires are remaining, so you just check those 2 wires. One is 2 to 6, this is 2 to 6. I will connect internally only, right, 2 to 6, that is 2 to here, 2 to 6 I have connected. Then only one connection is remaining, that is 4 to this connection. You just see I have to reach here now. At this end of the resistor I have to reach. So you can search the path, there is a path available here. Through this component you can move. You can move. And this is one more wire is remaining, that is pin number 8 is also going here. Now see, no white wires are remaining, means all the wires are connected. Okay, this completes your circuit diagram also. Now putting the boundary mark. Okay, for putting the boundary mark, you can select F silk or F mask. I have selected, suppose say, F silks. On that you select this for drawing the line, add graphic line or polygon, then put a boundary mark here. Okay, so I am starting from this. Whenever you want to turn, once you click it, I want to turn, no, I have clicked. I want to turn, no, I have clicked. I want to turn, no, I will click. Double click to finish the part. Okay, so this is circuit diagram. This PCB layout is over. Now I want to give the name for that. Again, go to B copper layer, backside of copper layer, select the text and give the name. Now I will give pre running MV multi-vibrator. Like this you can give any name, or stable multi-vibrator also you can give the name. So I have given pre-running MV. So now name is also given. This completes your PCB layout part also. I hope I am clear to everybody. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to conduct this experiment in front of you. Thank you one and all.